Now I have to admit that I was not planning on reviewing this phone since the Samsung Galaxy S20 is going to be out really soon. But since you guys requested for me to do a review, here's my review. Hey, what's up guys, Adam Lobo here and you're watching Adam Lobo TV. If you guys are new, hello and welcome. Do consider subscribing to my channel as I release videos at least twice a week. This week is 3 times a week. And if you're returning as a subscriber, welcome back my friends. You are awesome. Now since this review unit did not come with a box similar like the Note 10 Lite, let's dive into the specs of the phone. Now the Samsung Galaxy S10 Lite comes with the Snapdragon 855 chipset with the Adreno 640 GPU. In Malaysia, it comes with 8 gigs of RAM with 128 gigs of storage, which is using the UFS 2.1, and then it comes shipped with Android 10 with the One UI version 2 skin. Now going into the color finishes, it comes in 3 colors for you guys to choose from. The one which I have is the Prism White, hashtag White Love as always. And then there's also Prism Blue and Prism Black. Okay, now talking about the phone's design and build, it kind of reminded me of the Samsung Galaxy A series since it does have a flat screen instead of the curved flagship screens. And then there is the in-display fingerprint sensor, which is one of the fastest they have tested in a very long time within this price range. Then at the back there's 3 cameras and a flash with a square camera design that Samsung seems to use a bit more moving forward for their devices. Now as for the phone spots and buttons, looking down below there is the USB-C port with no headphones jack. And then there's also the mono pharynx speaker. Then the power button and also the volume rocker is on the right, and you'll find a dual SIM card slot with the micro SD card slot which supports up to 1TB of storage. Now as for the phone screen, like the Note 10 Lite, it comes with a 6.7-inch Super AMOLED screen with a resolution of 1080 by 2400 pixels, and then viewing videos on YouTube and Netflix was great, as you guys can see and would expect from Samsung devices, where there is the hole punch or the infinity O right in the middle instead of the cutouts being at the side, which was in the other S10 variants. Now in terms of the camera specs, as I mentioned, there's 3 cameras at the back. One is a 48 megapixel f2.0 26mm wide lens. Then there's a 12 megapixel f2.2 12mm ultra wide angle lens and a 5 megapixel 2.4, which is a dedicated macro lens. Now pictures on the main lens was really good and surgically sharp with a lot of details and dynamic range during the day. Now the live focus was also nice with great background separation and proper emphasis on a person's face, as you guys can see. Then looking at the closer shallow depth of field object shots, here's where the macro lens comes in handy to get those really nice shallow depth of field type of images. Now I've always been a fan of the ultra wide angle shots for Samsung phones, and as you guys can see right now, it wasn't a disappointment at all. Then as for the night mode, I really love how the images came out for the main lens compared to the wider shots, so I would stick to the main lens to get the best shots during a night. Now as for the phone's front camera, it comes with a 32 megapixel f2.2 aperture and a selfie and the selfie shots for the past several Samsung phones that I've tested have been amazing. So was the pictures on this phone, where I have to say that I love the slightly wider shots again for the front camera, where you can choose between those modes with the regular selfie or even the really nice live focus mode for the front camera. Now as for video, the rear camera records up to UHD 2160 up to 30 frames per second, where the videos look nice with proper detail and almost no overexposed shots for the main lens, and the ultra wide angle lens also did not disappoint as well. Now there is a super steady mode as mentioned at the back of the camera, where it automatically switches to 1080p, where in this shot I was running really fast and it was super smooth as seen in this video footage. Then as for the front, it records up to UHD 2160 up to 30 frames per second, and the videos look nice with decent image stabilization, but I would prefer using the 1080p since the videos look way more stable and the quality was also really nice as well. Now let's talk about the phone's speakers. To my surprise, it was really loud and had good clarity on the mids and the highs with decent amount of bass, and here's a quick sound test. Now, as for the phone software, it comes with Android 10 with One UI 2. Well, if you guys have been watching my past 3 Samsung videos that I've done, you know that I love the One UI version 2, so that was not different when it comes to this phone, as multitasking and going about using this phone as my daily driver was really nice. Now let's talk about the phone's battery life. The phone comes with 4500 milliamps of battery, and to my pleasant surprise, I got a whooping 7.5 hours of screen on time when I was at 10% battery, and this is without dark mode turned on, so imagine the amount of battery that you can save with the dark mode as well. And here's where I think it does come down to the S10 Lite having the better Snapdragon 855 chipset compared to the Exynos 9810, which was on the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Lite. Now there is the fast charging 25 watts, but there's no wireless charging present on the phone. Now as for the phone's gaming, playing games like Asphalt 9 and also COD Mobile, since a lot of people are playing that, had a great gameplay and also smooth as well, with no heating issues when playing games on a really long time on the phone. Okay, in conclusion, I really have to thank you guys because I really wasn't planning on reviewing the Samsung Galaxy S10 Lite because, like I mentioned earlier, the brand new S20 is coming out really soon. But I'm really glad that you guys made me review the phone because in my opinion, if you don't really need the S Pen, I would totally recommend this phone. And if you guys are wondering whether or not I would prefer this phone and recommend this phone over the S10e, I would say yes, because it has a bigger display and a better resolution and of course, a bigger and an amazing battery life on this phone. Now the Samsung Galaxy S10 Lite is going for a retail price of 2,699 ringgit, and I'll leave links at the description below for you guys to get one. So guys, thank you so much for your request for me to review the phone, and if you guys have any questions about this particular phone, do let me know at the comment section below. And are you guys planning to get one? Aside from that, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, be sure to give this video one of these. Like, share and subscribe to Adam Lobo TV if you haven't done so. Don't forget to hit the bell icon. There. Just next to it to get notified for my future videos. Thank you so much for watching. This is Adam Lobo and I'll catch you guys in my next video.